Good morning. Welcome back to our Getting Deep with Scratch Week Tech Tips for our FOAQ specialist. So today we are going to jump back in. Yesterday we learned how to put our voice in and check out where classes we're at. Today we're going to go a little bit deeper into our creation and what can be done when you're inside of Scratch. So I'm in my lesson. You can see I'm in my teacher account. I've got my thing, C. Steltman. And if you want to go back to something you've done before, you click on the drop down beside your name and you click on My Stuff. This will open up all of your projects that you've created, and this is the one we did yesterday. We're going to see inside of it so that we can add to, edit, and make it even better, make it more in-depth, maybe have a conversation, maybe add a new character. Who knows what we might get to today? I certainly don't. All right, so here we are inside of our lesson. You can see I've added a few things. Yesterday we talked a little bit about backdrop, which is found right here, and you can add your own pictures or backdrops that they have already. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be teaching about, let's say we're going to talk about perimeter. Okay, so we want to talk about use Scratch to talk about perimeter. So what we've got so far is this. Let's see. So when I start my program,
to our lesson today on using Scratch with your voice. My name is Cameron, and we are going to do a ton of.
So there we go. Ton of learning. There we are. And he's our Scratch cat. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So he goes here, talks to us, and everything is good. We want, when it's over, the Scratch cat should be hiding when we start. We don't see that yet. So here's what we're going to do. We need to switch our background so that after we've had this introduction, we're going to wait for 4 seconds so we can hear the rest of it. So a wait button is really important. We have to be able to just say, hey, hold on. We got to get everything done. We got to have our program run the way it's supposed to. So I drag in a wait block, which is controlling. And I would say we'll wait for 3 seconds. And then I want to switch to a new background. And the background I want to switch to, if I click choose backdrop, is there's a grid. And I find this maybe one of the most helpful backdrops that there are. I've used it to teach a variety of lessons. But let's grab this grid. So now what we've got here is we've got this grid, and I feel like this will be really good for teaching perimeter. Okay, so here we go. We've got our cat. But now at no point do I have the grid involved in my program. What I have is the grid as one of the backdrops I can use. So how do I switch it? Well, it's a look. It's how does the program look? And inside of there, we're going to switch the backdrop after waiting to our grid, XY 30 pixel grid. And now what I want is I want my cat to get a lot smaller. He's going to talk, but I need him to shrink. So how does he look? Well, I'm going to set his size to, he's going to be 50% of that size. All right, so I've gotten into it and I've been playing and I've been tweaking and I'm trying to get it perfect. So I want to just show you what we've created. So what I've got now is I have my cat. He comes out and he draws the shape and then he disappears. Let me show you what I mean. So at first I decided where I wanted him to go to, and then we wait. And then I switch our backdrop and we see now that we've got this grid. On this grid, now I've made the cat smaller so you can actually see him drawing the picture. Talking about perimeter. And then what I did is I add an extension, which was called pen. And so now that I have a pen, I can actually have the cat do the drawings. So I put my pen down, he goes to the corner, he draws out and makes this rectangle. So now we can actually have him start talking about perimeter. Now I understand that this is not exactly on our grid and there are a few ways that we can deal with that, but I wanted to make sure I just showed you that it doesn't have to be perfect. We're just using it as an example for how we can kind of teach perimeter to our students. So we can talk about that. So we can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I'm going to actually have my cat start talking and I'm going to put in some different options for that. Let me show you. All right, so I've added to this, and what we're going to do is tomorrow we're going to check out how we can actually ask questions, and we can turn this into kind of a quiz, which is a lot of fun. But right now I want to show you what I've done. So what I've done is I've made my pen a little bigger. I've made it so that each line is a different color, so I could ask them, how many spaces does the blue line take up, the pink line, the teal line, the black line? So now I've kind of put those in. So I want to run this program for you and just show you where we're at so far. And hopefully you can copy it if that's something you're interested in.
Welcome to our lesson today on using Scratch with your voice. My name is Cameron, and we are going to do a ton of. It's like a fence. It goes around. How many spaces does it take to go around your entire shape?
All right, perfect. So this is where we're at so far. We've drawn a shape. We've created a character, we've changed our background, and we've included our voice. We're getting pretty deep into Scratch. And tomorrow we're going to talk about variables, which is score, and asking questions so we can actually get user input and tell them if they're right or wrong. So stick with me. Thursday's a whole nother day. Have a great day. Bye-bye.